Welcome to the podcast that passes poor performance on pop culture. I'm one of your hosts, Darren Duncan, alongside with my best friend, Audie Marsh. We're just a couple of cool cats casually causing some chaos with conversation. We're here to entertain you, not hurt your feelings, so don't blame us. You ain't nothing but a podcaster, talking all the time. What's up, dude?
What's up? I've yet to see it. I want to see it.
It's fucking sweet.
Is it? Talking about Elvis, by the way.
Yeah, but goddamn, it is long, dude.
Like 2 hours and 39 minutes.
Yeah, it is fun. They could have easily chopped 40 minutes out of that fucking movie, man.
Yeah.
But like the performances were real fucking long. Like if they could have, like, we get it. He's fucking playing a show. Like, you don't have to play the whole fucking song. You know what I mean? Like, there was a lot of that shit. But no, it was fucking amazing. I loved, because like I don't know. A lot of people are like, oh, he stole rock and roll from the black man and shit. And like, they totally acknowledge that. They showed a lot of that. But it like, they didn't look at it as if he stole it. It was just like he was super fucking inspired by black music, you know? And
right. Well, blues, right? Wasn't it like blues?
Rhythm and blues, yeah. And then he kind of took the fucking added the white country, the dum 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 to it, you know what I mean?
Right.
But it's just fucked up to think about how different the times were, because I know I've said this before a million times on the podcast, but like, he got thrown in fucking jail for shaking his hips. And it's like, could you imagine fucking those people at a Manson show, you know?
Yeah, that's like it's almost like the Salem witch burnings.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's just fucking crazy to think about, like, just because he shook his dick around a little bit.
It's like Jim Morrison, and then so Elvis pretty much paved the way in all aspects of everything.
Yeah, dude, because this was like 1955.
Yeah.
And dude, he was 42 when he died. I can't believe how young he was.
Yeah,
like,
he
holy
like shit.
Yeah, he did not look good. That's what fucking pills will do to you.
That's what the industry will do to you, man. Because it's like he wanted to be independent, right?
Kinda. I mean, like, he fired his manager because his manager was just fucking bleeding him dry. He was a total scumbag, which I never knew. And like, apparently, like, he wanted to fucking tour the world, and the manager was like, fuck that, you don't want to do that. It costs way too much money. It's too dangerous. Play at the fucking casino. And he basically did that so he could fucking get his fucking debt wiped clean from the casino. And the motherfucker, like, nobody knew who his manager was because he didn't have a fucking passport and shit. Like, nobody, like, he had a fake name and shit. Like, he was just a total scumbag piece of shit. He was a fucking carnival guy. So that just shows you how fucking honest he was. He was a fucking carnival man. But yeah, fuck him. It was just cool. I took my mom to go see it because she grew up with that shit and she liked Elvis, so it was pretty fucking dope.
It's pretty cool. Yeah,
it was pretty sweet.
Ruby Graham said hello.
What's happening? Today we're gonna talk about a bunch of fucking dead Mexicans in a truck, Roe versus Wade, and Eric Smith. This fucking scumbag piece of shit. I fucking hate that guy. I don't know why I don't know why he still works for Zobi. It's fucking bullshit.
Don't they look kind of like the same?
They're not the same dude?
Oh.
I thought we were talking about your buddy.
You know, if he had red hair, they could probably pass his brothers. I hope he's watching too.
He's not.
He will.
He don't like us. He's too much of an O.J. Simpson fan to watch our podcast.
Absolutely. He did that shit. You want me to show you the gold or what?
Yeah, let me see it.
All right, man. All right, dude. You are gonna love this. I hope. Stay tuned. I got 6 people right now in. Just keep watching. Ben just popped in. Please keep watching.
Oh, cool.
Dude, I found this. Man, this goes way back before you and me. That's why I'm so... See the glow? It's like I'm pregnant. You see my glow right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, watch this.
All right.
God. All right, hang on. It's going to be great. Give me a second.
When we upload this to Spotify, the people listening are going to fucking love this part. All right, so what do you got going on here?
Hang on. Why did it go to that one? Why is it sharing the screen I'm sharing? Anyway, keep talking. Let me go through these technical difficulties.
What is it? It's pictures of your kids that you found. What is she wearing, a
It's
fucking OJ
Kaylee.
jersey? Is
Kinda.
that is that why I'm gonna love this so much?
Yeah. Why did it share that one? I put that one. Chrome tab.
We should totally do an episode on like the old school fucking rock and rollers. We did Club 27. We should do like an episode on like musicians that the industry fucked over, like Judy Garland,
Yeah,
fucking
absolutely.
Elvis. We could talk about fucking Frank Sinatra and shit, and how he was like, involved with the mafia and shit. And
I don't know why it's sharing the screen. I don't know why it's doing this.
yeah, that's super weird. I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't either. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. This is probably my last podcast I ever do.
So
Anyway,
anyway,
I'll figure it out. I'm just gonna throw it in there. You're gonna be like, oh my god.
I'm taking applications for co-hosts.
Yeah, I'm fired after this one. So if you want to email us at Don't Blame Us Podcast, I don't have access to it no more. So
Fuck 'em. What do you want to talk about first, man? You're the one who
let's
showed me about these.
so let's do the 51 found and
All
talk
right.
about the now as of right now it's still under investigation, so we don't know. I don't know for sure from what I've seen and read, uh but the things leading up to it, we can go into like border control, how shitty it is. Basically the 51 dead bodies were immigrants from what I understand, human trafficking, and from what I read. Um,
Yeah, they were
that
probably coyotes. They were probably trying to fucking get people across the border for a fee, but they can't be trusted. Like a lot of them, they'll put them in the back of a truck like that, go out to the desert, park the fucking truck, lock them in there, dude, and just dip. Like they got their homeboy meeting them at a fucking meeting point. They get out of their truck, ditch the truck, hop in their homeboy's truck, drive off with all these fucking people's money, and they just sit there and cook in the back of this truck. It happens all
Yeah,
the fucking time, dude.
but
Yeah,
for
they're
it to
they're
be
called
like
coyotes.
all the way in Texas, like how many of those trucks are they finding like in Mexico, or how many trucks are passing through with dead bodies? You know, so I'm gonna try to show it. So you ready?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me
All
see.
right, here you go. Come on, open up.
So the headline of this is it says stacks of bodies, 51 people died in tractor trailer found in San Antonio, Mexico, officials say. So the death toll from a sweltering tractor trailer found on the southwest side of San Antonio has reached 51 fucking people, according to a spokesperson with Immigration and Customs Enforcement. Oh shit! She said OJ did it.
Yeah, look, she's wearing a glove too. Look.
Oh my! That's fucking hysterical. She's so little.
Dude, right?
That's
Come on,
fucking
bro.
funny. That's
So I had a
our new
glove.
spokesperson.
Yeah. So there was a glove, a big ass glove in the living room. And I was like, perfect. I was like, Kaylee, take this glove, put it on, and say OJ did it. She's like, okay, daddy. And then
That's
boom, OJ did it was born. And I got one more too. This one.
all right.
That one was the better one, I think.
That's fucking hysterical. She's
Isn't
gonna
that
walk around the
wild?
grocery store saying that shit. That's fucking funny.
Oh well. I thought it was great.
No, that's awesome. That's fucking hilarious. All right, so you want me to read this article? We can get into it.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so the death toll from sweltering tractor trailer found on the southwest side of San Antonio has reached 51. San Antonio authorities originally said that 46 people were found dead in the trailer on Monday evening, and a Baptist Health System spokesperson said another 3 people died after arriving at its downtown hospital. Another patient died in an area hospital. Bexar County Judge Nelson Wolf told the Associated Press on Tuesday. Among the dead were 39 males and 11 females. Apparently, this guy, uh, Bexar County Judge. Oh, I was like, this motherfucker's name. He has as many names as there are bodies in the back of this truck, but I read it wrong. I guess he's the Bexar County Judge Nelson Wolf. But I'm like, God damn, Bexar County Judge Nelson. Well, I thought that was like his fucking name and shit. Fuck that guy too. The people came from Mexico, Honduras, and Guatemala, according to Marcelo Ebrard, the Secretary of Foreign Affairs. A total of 16 people were initially transported to area hospitals following the discovery of the trailer, according to San Antonio police and fire officials. It's tragic, said San Antonio mayor. They had families and were likely trying to find a better life. It's nothing short of a horrific human tragedy. Authorities said it was the largest mass casualty event they've seen in San Antonio. Wait till a fucking kid picks up an AR-15 and walks into a mall. That'll change. We hope that those responsible for putting these people through such inhumane conditions are prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law.
I think it's
Okay.
cartel.
No, fuck no. I think it was coyotes, dude. They were smuggling people across the fucking border. They fucking paid a fee. Officials would not immediately confirm if the victims were migrants or what country they were from. San Antonio Police Chief William McManus said officers received a call 10 minutes before 6 p.m. to the block of Quintana Road when a person working nearby heard a cry for help. When the worker approached, he saw several bodies inside an 18-wheeler trailer with its doors partially open. So that's what I think happened. I think it was a coyote, but like I don't know, because like why would they, if it was a coyote though, why would they bring him across the border? Usually they don't even bring, if they're going to kill him and scam them out of their money, usually they don't even bring him across the border. They'll just ditch him somewhere in Mexico. But it says they all fucking died of heat stroke and heat exhaustion as the trailer had no air conditioning and no water. Temperatures reached more than 100 degrees. When I worked at Lowe's distribution center a long time ago, my job was to fucking fill up these tractor trailers. And some of them had like these roofs. They weren't clear, but they were like plexiglass, like fucking, like I don't know, but like you could see daylight through them, but it wasn't clear like a window, like acrylic. And so it let daylight in. And then like what energy does is energy is one of the things. Let's get sciencey on these people. Energy is the one thing that cannot be created or destroyed. It can only be converted into another form of energy. So sunlight can pass through something and convert into heat. And that's what that's what it would do in these tractor trailers. And it would just get hotter and hotter and hotter. And one time I was loading one of these motherfuckers up with like dishwashers and refrigerators and things with a forklift, and I would climb on top of these refrigerators and stuff and fill that space with boxes that would come down a conveyor belt. The fucking roof was so hot, dude. When I stood up, the side of my head and the top of my ear touched it, and it instantly sizzled like meat hitting a fucking skillet, dude. And my fucking ear bubbled up. Like they get hot, and definitely motherfuckers definitely will die from that shit. So it's weird that they're not saying what it's from. Like
I think we kind of already know though.
Yeah, I don't understand. I mean,
it could be one or two things. It could be sex trafficking. It could be a family trying to find work, a deal went wrong, like there's so much behind that shit. Like it's like even if it's not the cartel, it's like someone's operating behind it. It's obviously a job going wrong.
Yeah, for sure, but
maybe he did it to fuck someone over or she did it to fuck someone over. Like, yeah, I got a truck full. Give me 10 grand. I'll deliver them across the border and then
yeah,
the money,
being that they're all from different places, Honduras, Guatemala, fucking Mexico, they're all from 3 different places. So I'm thinking coyotes, dude. I'm thinking that they're just smuggling people across the border and they fucking die. This shit happens all the time.
Yeah.
It's weird. I don't know.
I don't know. I
don't want to be a dick, but it's like that's why we encourage people to do it the legal way. Come
Yeah.
up here. If the fucking job's better, if the money's better, come up here. Just do it the right way. Look what fucking happens. You can't trust a coyote, dude. You get fucking left in the desert and die. Go through all the bullshit. I don't
Yeah.
care how many fucking Mexicans come up here, dude. Come on up. I don't give a fuck. Just do it
Yeah.
right. Don't fucking jump in the back of a goddamn truck.
Well, I mean, then it could be many, stories to it. They could have been forced.
Yeah, I
I
don't
don't know.
know.
We don't know yet until the investigation. But I figured it would be a good topic to bring up, just for the simple fact that it brings light to the whole border control. It brings like, hey, since this new cabinet took over, the Democrats, it's like, what are y'all doing? Like, you shunned Trump for so long about this border, but it's like this is the kind of shit that border, that wall, probably could have prevented. Uh, you know, for like foresight saying like, hey, if we build this, they might keep these A and B out. Now, I'm not saying this wall is gonna be the saving grace of everything, because drugs can still get into the U.S. Guns are still illegally bought, just like sex trafficking. Our own American people do it, so it's
Right.
inevitable. There's no fixing any of this. However, there's mitigating, or let's make it harder for those assholes to come across.
Right. I get it.
So
Because the truck obviously didn't go through like a fucking checkpoint. You know what I mean? Like it weaseled
yeah.
its way through the country somehow. It
It
had
was
to have.
probably they were probably already
Because
over
they'd have
here.
searched that shit. They'd have opened
Oh,
that up
absolutely.
and found fucking
Yeah,
46 people hiding out in the back of the truck. So
yeah. EA Horror said she just got home from a week of jury duty. It was a murder case. Oh, that's very interesting.
yeah, that is interesting.
I
I
hate
would
jury
I,
duty.
I would like to hear about that.
Yeah, that's pretty
I get
cool.
out of jury duty because of my mental health.
Nice. I get out of it because of the army.
Right. Dude, the first time I went to jury duty, the judge was like, it was for all the people that like skipped it, and it was like our last fucking chance to go there. And the judge is like, yeah, jury duty's an inconvenience, but think about the soldier that's in Iraq and away from his family on Christmas. That's an inconvenience too. I'm like, I get it, but what the fuck does that have to do with jury duty? You know what I mean? Like, shut up, Dick. I
Has
hate that
nothing to
shit.
do with jury.
Yeah, you fucking asshole. Like, I don't know. But yeah, I asked to be excused for my mental health, and the guy's like, yeah, but we're gonna put you back in the pool. He's like, I just suggest bringing a pen and paper, because I was like, I can't retain information. I'm like, I would be useless on this fucking jury, man. You don't want me, trust me.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, you can bring a pen and a paper. I'm like, fuck that. I can just not come too, asshole.
Yeah, I get out of it because they'll send me things, and then I have to send it back saying I'm active duty army. I'm not even in Florida, and they caught on.
Mm,
They got the hint. I haven't had one in the last like 9 years, so it's like, but the minute I change residence, or like, if I retire here and I go and change my residence to Missouri, they're gonna fucking slam me with jury duty.
right. My fucking brother-in-law is like in his 50s, and he's never once been to jury duty. He says every time he gets that shit, he throws it in the garbage. And he's
Mm,
he's never been fucked with. He's and then but
damn.
see, yeah, and like I don't know. I guess it's just like, okay, well, I guess we didn't get a hold of the guy or he never got it. But like my dumbass, I called him and I'm like, hey, I don't want to fucking do this shit. This sucks, whatever. And it's like, well, now I can't fucking say, oh, I didn't get it, because I'm like, oh, here I am, fucking high, you know. But yeah, he says he's every time he's got him in the mail, he just throws them in the garbage, and he's never once fucking had to
Wow,
go.
that's ballsy, man. I've
Yeah,
heard
I
of
don't
people
know.
getting bench warrants for not fucking responding or showing up. I don't
That's
know.
what I
Everything's
that's what I fucking thought. Like, who knows? He might have warrants for fucking 30 years and he just never gets pulled over, you know.
different.
But yeah, I've have you seen the Pauly Shore movie Jury Duty?
Maybe a long time ago.
It's like his worst one, man. It's when
Uh,
it was all
ben
going downhill
Ben
for
said
him.
he's had jury duty with Paulie.
Yeah. On VHS maybe.
I don't want to say the V word. I was gonna say
Yeah,
Vivo.
don't say that again. That shit sucked. I wonder if
Yeah.
that's why they fucking muted us. because of that.
Yo,
I,
so I got a notification saying that something creator will make money off of your copyrighted.
yeah, that's what I got.
I was like, what?
And I fucking challenged it, and I was like, "This just two dudes talking. There's no music in this fucking video."
Yeah.
And I never heard anything
Speaking,
from it.
hate to interrupt you. Speaking of copyrighted, I got copyrighted for on Etsy. There was them Bilal things that I print,
Yeah,
those little Bilals. So I got like some kind of notification, and I was like, okay, I mean, maybe the producer movie of Basket Case came after me. I was like, whatever. So I read into it, and it was like some dude um, that made one similar. But I don't sculpt nor do I make the STL files. Like, I'm not that good. So I'll take files that people have made. I'll get permission. I'll get the rights. But
yeah,
I went
because
on.
you pay for them through Patreon and shit.
Yeah. I pay monthly on this one, and then I paid for this file because I went through Fiverr, and I hired an STL creator, I guess a digital like creator, and this was back in February, and I got hit with copyright saying that this dude's sculpt looked just like this little resin figure, and I was like, what the fuck? I was like how? Like I had a dude make this, But it had some similarities, like, when I was tagged in the post on Instagram, there was some similarities, like, the mouth was a little different, it was a little thinner, but the guy that's created it was like a squishy ball, mine was
Mm.
resin, so his was like this big, mine was like this big.
Well, if he can come after you for it looking alike,
Well
I think the
well,
guy
I
who
get
actually made Basket Case should come after his bitch ass.
well, that's what
You
I'm
know,
saying, like, what if I would've
Uh,
came after him first? Like, I coulda
right?
easily
Like,
done that.
how, like you stole something I stole, so I'm telling on you. You
Well, I
know?
guess his was an original sculpt, but I'm like, at the end of the day, it's Basket Case. You can rename it all you want, but anyway, I
Yeah.
guess I was tagged on my IG, uh, and I've been working with this house, dude. I have not been really much on social media other than trying to get this podcast, and like my aunt page on IG was just blown up with all these people talking shit, like, "Oh, original, how original? Can you explain yourself, Odie Marsh Productions?" And then I had like
So
I was
this dude reached out to a bunch of goons,
yeah, it was like,
probably to come attack you about
it
it.
had like 1,700, likes. I was like, "Holy shit." Like, I didn't like I said, I went on there, I was like, "What the fuck is this?" And I was like, "I just got hit with a copyright." And I was like, "This dude blasted me before he any confronted me on it." And that kinda pissed me off. So I messaged him and I was like, "Dude, like, I hired somebody to do this. Like, I took like, Etsy's taking it down, I've taken it off." I was like, "It kinda looks like yours, but, can you not run my name through the dirt, please? Like, this is unacceptable. Like, come to me
What
as
a
a
fuck
man."
face. Yeah.
I was like,
Fuck
"Dude,
him.
just come to me and we'll talk it out." But no, I get copyright fucking legal shit off
I don't
Etsy, then
even
I
see
get
how that's fucking possible. Like it's art. You made something and he made something of
I
something else that somebody else fucking made.
I the only thing I can think of is that the guy on Fiverr, uh, went in through Google and Google imaged the closest thing to, or hell, he may even took pictures of this dude's shit from Google. I don't know. And he deemed it close to his, and I'm just like, dude, to
Fuck
save all this
that.
shit, like, I'll take it down, but just fucking don't run my name through the dirt, dude. Like, I had nothing to do with this, Like,
That doesn't
so
make
I
any
went
sense at
y
all.
yeah, dude, I was fucking pissed. So I went back to this fucking artist that made this file, and his account ain't even there anymore. I was like, "You motherfucker."
Fuck him.
Yeah, so I don't know, dude. It was fucking bullshit. I was like, I know we're getting off subject, but I wanna tell you my struggles.
Yeah, I don't get it. Like I'm wearing a shirt right now that has Pluto on it and it's got Ice Nine Kills on it. And it's like, why isn't fucking Disney coming after them?
I don't know, dude. It's stupid. Like,
It makes
you
zero sense.
and you know what else is stupid is much like this Roe and Wade shit. Uh,
Oh,
I'll go right into this fucking thing hard.
do you?
Uh
Or do you want to save that for last?
I don't care. I got my
Should probably
opinions.
say we should probably save that for last. Let's talk about Eric Smith for a minute, and then we'll
No,
go
it's
into the
fucking
Roe
ridiculous.
versus Wade thing. So my first impression of Roe versus Wade, I remember falling asleep on the couch watching TV, and there was like this show called like Kids Who Kill or some shit, and it was like a countdown. And I remember waking up on the couch and seeing this weird motherfucker. Like he just really fucking creeped me out, and it was this dude, and he was talking about how he's like, yeah, so when I stuck the stick inside his butt, it wasn't like a sexual thing, it was just to pierce the heart. And I believe him. Like I think that's he's just a stupid fucking kid, and he wanted to make sure he was dead, so he was trying to stick the stick inside his butt to pierce his heart. But I don't know, it's fucking weird. But anyway, that's my first impression of him, and that shit bugged me for weeks, dude. Like just the way the kid looked, he just looked really, he looked like he would do some shit like that. Like, you ever seen a fucking picture of a pedophile? Like, this guy's arrested for fucking touching little kids, and you're like, that motherfucker did that shit. Like
Yeah,
you could just look
yeah.
at him and be like, yeah,
Like,
dude, he's
yeah, I'm hiding my kids. Fuck this.
yeah, like fuck
Yeah.
that guy. Um, just there was something about this dude that when I saw him, I'm like, he looks fucking weird. He looks creepy. He totally looks like he would do this. So the person we're talking about is Eric Smith. He was born January 22nd, 1980. He's an American murderer who, at the age of 13, killed a 4-year-old child named Derek Roby. This was in Steuben County, New York. It happened on August 2nd, 1993. So Eric Smith was convicted of second-degree murder in 1994 and sentenced to the maximum term then available for juvenile murderers, a minimum of 9 years to life in prison. Smith was paroled in October of 2021 after 27 years in prison. So this little fucking douchebag just got out last October. And so let's get into the murder real quick. Apparently I forgot where he's living, but we can get to that later. But anyway, so August 2nd, 1993, when Smith was 13 years old, he was riding his bike home from summer camp in a local park after being told to leave due to bad behavior. 4-year-old Derek Roby was walking alone to the same camp. So Smith saw Roby and lured him into a nearby wooded area. There, Smith strangled him, dropped a large rock on the little boy's head, and sodomized him with a small stick. The cause of death was determined to be blunt force trauma to the head with contributing asphyxia. At around 11 a.m., Roby's mother, Doreen, went to the park to pick up her son, only to find out that he never arrived. After 4 hours of investigation, his body was found. The murder case made national headlines largely due to the age of the killer, who was 13, and the age of the victim, who was 4. On August 8th, 1993, Smith confessed to his mother that he killed Derek. The Smith family informed law enforcement later that night. Smith was subjected to extensive medical testing from specialists on both sides. They examined brain function, hormone levels, and found nothing to explain his violent behavior. According to court documents, Smith was a loner who was often tormented by bullies for his protruding, low-set ears, thick glasses, red hair, and freckles. You fucking deserve that shit! Fuck you with your red hair and your freckles. I hope you get picked on all the time.
So can
Fucking
we
ginger.
can we go?
Just
Wait a
kidding,
minute. Whoa,
gingers.
whoa. You got to be easy because I'm.
Oh, I
like,
forgot.
Yeah.
You got fucking red hair. That's funny.
I do. It's not much, but so let's go back real quick. I get it. It's the fucking what 90s, 1990, 1994. What'd you say?
93.
93.
93. Yeah.
So that video of my daughter I showed you earlier, she was like 3 or 4 years old.
Yeah.
What parent in their right mind would allow their 4-year-old to walk the fuck home from a camp?
No, I know. I get it.
You know what I mean, dude? Like, I get it times, but even in the early 90s, like, the free candy vans were a thing. Like, they had infomercials when we were growing up, like,
Oh,
"Don't
yeah.
take candy from strangers." Like, that was a fucking thing because kids were getting, like,
Right.
fucking abducted and shit.
The fucking white panel vans and shit, yeah.
Like, it's like, "Hey, little girl," you know what I'm about to say, right? "Hey, little girl, you wanna help me find my dog? His name is Dick."
I've never heard that in my
I've
life.
said that to you drunk several times.
Oh my god.
Because I tried to give you fucking. I was at your house and I tried to give you a shot, and I was like, Hey, little boy.
I'm glad I
You don't
blocked that
remember
out.
that? Fuck. God damn it.
We're always getting shit hammered though, so that's why I don't remember
Yeah.
that.
But
But
yeah,
yeah,
like
I
4 years
totally
old.
get it. Like, dude, I don't even like. I mean, I live in a nice ass neighborhood, and like, I don't. I'm nervous about that shit. Letting
Yeah,
them
man.
ride their bike around the block, like it
Me too,
terrifies me.
dude. I
I'm
lived on
nervous as fuck
post and I
about
was the same way. I'm
right.
military installation.
Like, there's so many fucking cases of missing children that are found fucking 4 houses down, dude. You know
That's
what I mean?
insane.
Like this shit happens all the time, or in the woods behind their fucking house. Like this
It's
fucking
always.
kid. He was just,
Yep.
but yeah, man, to be 4, like I don't know how close the fucking camp was, but I imagine it wasn't right down the street.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
It,
I'm sure he had a
even
ways to go.
like even right down the street. Like if my 4-year-old was walking to the neighbors across the street, I'm going with her,
Right.
him, or I'm sitting at my door watching him or her because I got
Yep.
I got Bentley and Kaylee. So like I a 4, like wow.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy.
That's
I
that's where that's where I think to me personally, I get it. Eric Smith, he would have probably ended up doing it to someone else, but and I'm not victim shaming, but the parents should have been fucking parents. Like 4, really?
when I was like in kindergarten at 5, like I would ride my bike all over town, and but I always got the shit beat out of me by older kids, and it's like at
Right.
least I wasn't getting fucking kidnapped or anything. But this, oh, they'd have let my loud ass go. They'd have kidnapped me and been like, "Get the fuck out of
Yeah,
here!"
let's
After about an hour
fucking
and a
shut
half,
this motherfucker up.
right? You're like, "You want to know how much I know about the Ninja Turtles?" And I just fucking
Yo, did
drive
you
them
know this one
crazy.
movie? It's called Scream.
Fuck you.
What about the Blair Witch? It's so awesome.
Yeah, that's because
What you
that's
sound
exactly
like.
how I sound. Oh,
Yeah, I
fuck
figured
off,
you'd sound like that.
fucking scumbag. But this fucking redhead piece of shit,
Hmm.
uh, he fucking, I guess he got beat up and picked on, and from what I remember of watching that show, he was saying that he saw that little kid and thought like, this is my time to fucking get back, and like he saw someone weaker than him and he thought that he could fucking kill him and shit. But yeah, he choked him and smashed his head, dropped a big rock on his head.
That's
Dude,
crazy.
a fucking 4-year-old. Like I can't, I don't know. I can't fucking wrap my head around it. And he was only 13, like, and he did fucking 27 years, man, in prison, and he got
Nah,
out.
he
Do you
should have.
do you, do you think they should have let him out or what?
No, I
No?
don't. I think 13. I even at 7 years old to me, because you have kids, I have kids. Our kids are fucking smart,
Right.
and again, if the parents and that's another thing. That's another subject within itself. Like, where the fuck was his parents? But anyway, uh, like even at the age of 7, kids know better to an extent. I feel that way. I feel like
Yeah,
kids by
my
the time
son
they're
does dumb
7,
shit every day, but he knows he's not
they
supposed to
know
do it.
right, and and I feel like my kids, and I'm pretty sure your kids know the difference between like killing. Like it's morally unethically wrong. Like you don't do it.
Right.
So we instill that in our children, like, hey, be nice to people until obviously if what I teach my kids, you respect respect people, you'll get it back, and then vice versa. The whole father shit, like
Yeah, I
don't
get it.
don't punch him unless he punches you or some shit. But I going back to like the kids thing, it's like 7 years old, you know, like they know
Yeah,
right
but he
from wrong.
wasn't.
Good
He
and
was
bad.
he was right. This kid
Well,
was
that's what I'm saying.
13.
I'm painting the picture. It's third fucking
Right.
teen. Like this dude's probably little kid's probably just now going through puberty, and you know,
Right.
uh, I think,
4 is a goddamn baby, dude.
dude, no,
You're a baby.
yeah,
I
like
don't care.
if I was to let Bentley 4 years old walk, hey son, go down to this park, my kid would be fucking 10 miles this way because he was like,
Dude, yeah. When my
you
kid
know,
was in kindergarten, the fucking bus picked her up at the end of the street. I'd still walked her every fucking day. I didn't
yeah,
let her go down to the bus stop by herself. I was walking her ass every morning, dude. And I was
yeah.
down there to pick her up every afternoon. Fuck that shit.
I seen where they, of course, society, I guess we'll call it society. tries to make excuses because if you read further into it, they ran all these tests and it was inconclusive. He was not a was it intermediate something or
Intermittent
it,
explosive
yeah,
disorder. It's a
yeah. What
mental
the fuck is
disorder
that?
that causes individuals to be violent and unpredictable. However, the prosecution's experts said this is a rare disorder that was rarely seen at Smith's age.
Mm-mm.
Dude, you know how often I fucking blow up and it's over the dumbest shit, like not being able to find the TV remote. I will explode over that, dude. Ask my fucking lady. And it's I don't know. This fucking to say that it's a rare disorder that's rarely seen at Smith's age, like what even is that? Intermittent explosive disorder? Like you just get mad and fucking I don't care. Fuck you, dude.
So I'd say like
And
redheads have tempers. It is known,
yeah, yeah, for sure.
but my Kaylee's never once tried to kill me for pissing her off. I've never tried to kill anybody for
Right. And you
well.
torment
I
that
kind of
poor
take that.
child.
I kind of take that one back. Not as a child, I didn't want to kill nobody because I was pissed, but as I got older, like
Oh yeah.
you know,
Like absolutely. It's a struggle every day to not fucking murder somebody. It's
yeah,
fucked up.
yeah.
There's too many goddamn
We're
CCTVs out
we're
now.
almost fucking 40,
Right.
and it's just hard.
Exactly.
Could you imagine being
Yeah.
13 having this? Man, that'd be so hard. I'd have to kill a 4-year-old. You know what I mean? Like, man, it'd be so hard.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
It's
This
just
little shithead, I think if I was the family, I would probably go and kill this dude. The minute I knew he got out, he'd be
it's
dead.
fucked, right? Like, dude, I couldn't even imagine losing a fucking kid, especially that goddamn young. Like, my brother was 25 when he died, and my mom, she was fucking devastated by it. But
Yeah.
a fucking 4-year-old, like, goddamn, dude. And then like it tears up both families because the killer's mom and dad, they got to be devastated too because they're like, what the fuck did we do wrong to make this little asshole go fucking smash this 4-year-old kid's skull with a goddamn rock in?
Yeah, and then stick a stick up the kid's ass. Like, really?
Yeah,
Like, you're some Dahmer shit, man.
he said he did that to make sure he was dead because he said he wanted to pierce his heart. Like, dude, I don't know if the guy should get out or not. I don't have much of an opinion on it. I want to be like, fuck him, lock him up forever.
Right. Could you imagine
But
being could you imagine being 13, being in prison?
for
Cooper and I think we're
27 years.
yeah, Cooper and I, because Cooper stayed 2 weeks with me. He left I believe today, but uh him and I were talking about it and we're like, could you imagine being locked away for so many years and then so much things in history pass and you're
Oh
new
yeah,
to it? Like the internet or which I'm sure they probably had the internet in prison, but uh
yeah, but not like that in our
not like the
pockets,
palm of their hand or,
dude.
Grinder and Tinder and all that shit. Um,
Damien Eccles was on death row for 18 years, and he was released because they found out he didn't do the shit. And when he got out, like his fucking vision was completely fucked because you're only for 18 years you're staring at a white wall 4 feet in front of you.
yeah, and you
Like
don't
your
get much
brain
sun.
has to, well, yeah, that and like your brain has to train your eyes to see things that are far away. And
Right.
there's nothing far away to look at. You're looking at a fucking wall, dude.
Well, he's like 5'3". This Eric Smith is 5'3".
Okay.
That the 27 years in prison could have stunned his growth. You know,
Oh, right, right,
like
right, right.
five
Yeah.
three. Like,
Yeah,
dude,
he's
that's
not
like
eating well.
Haley's taller than fucking 5'3". Like
Right,
shit.
right.
So
So on August 16th in 1994, Smith was convicted of second-degree murder and sentenced to the maximum term then available for juvenile murderers, a minimum of 9 years to life. While in jail, Smith read out an apology letter to Roby's family on public television. Yes, Ben, you do have a bunch of beers here, you fucking pussy, because you didn't finish them all. All right, so this is the letter. I know my actions have caused a terrible loss in the Roby family, and for that I am truly sorry. I've tried to think as much as possible about what Derek will never experience his 16th birthday, Christmas, anytime. owning his own house, graduating, going to college, getting married, his first child. If I could go back in time, I would switch places with Derek and endure all the pain I've
No, he
caused him.
wouldn't.
Absolutely not. If it meant that he would go on living, I'd switch places, but I can't. At the end of his statement, Smith states that he cannot bear the thought of walls, razor wire, and steel metal bars for the rest of his life. He has also apologized to Derek Roby in interviews. Smith was held in a juvenile facility for 3 years and then was transferred to an open prison for young adults. In 2001, he was transferred to the Clinton Correctional Facility in Dannemora, New York, a maximum security prison. As of May 3rd, 2016, the NYS Department of Corrections website showed him incarcerated at Collins Correctional Facility, a medium security prison for male inmates in Erie County, New York. On April 26, 2019, he was listed as incarcerated at Gowanda Correctional Facility, a medium security prison which is located in Collins Correctional Facility. On November 30th, 2019, he was listed as incarcerated at the Woodbourne Correctional Facility in Sullivan County. So they moved his ass around quite a bit, it looks like. Smith had been denied parole 10 times since 2002, most recently in January 2020. After the failed 2012 hearing, the parole board cited a concern for public safety in its decision, and Roby's parents opposed his release. At that hearing, he told the parole board he would not return to Savona if released. He would go to a shelter or halfway house instead. In October of 2021, Smith was granted parole after 27 years of incarceration. He was scheduled to be released on November 17, 2021, but his release was delayed due to Smith not having an approved residence. Smith was ultimately released from prison on February 1st, 2022. So they were going to let his ass out, but they delayed it because he didn't have anywhere to live. Like, so I wonder if his mom and dad are dead or if they were
Well,
like,
I think
fuck you.
didn't he like live with his grandparents or something?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't
I
know.
read somewhere. I think it was like grandparents. I could be wrong.
Okay. I don't know. It's just a fucked up, shitty situation because that kid was so goddamn young. Regardless, it's fucked up, but it'd be less shocking if like a 13-year-old and a 13-year-old hated each other. They got into a fight. One of them fucking hit the kid with a rock and killed him. But to fucking prey on a 4-year-old little boy and lure him out into the woods, hey, come here, come with me. You know, and the little 4-year-old's like, okay, you know, like,
Yeah.
fuck yeah, this older kid wants to fucking show me his bike or some shit. You know what I mean?
No, it's stupid.
He knew exactly what he was doing. You know what I'm saying?
It was his way to get back at the bullies.
Yeah, for him being fucking picked on. Like, fuck you, man. Fuck that little
Let's see,
motherfucker.
What happened? 93, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think
I
you could have
just
blamed Marilyn Manson on that one.
no. No. I don't know,
Should have
man.
blamed Elvis.
Yeah, right.
Could have blamed him.
Yeah.
Or the Beatles. I do say there is
You know
an
what's
episode.
fucked up?
What?
Your buddy Eric Smith also is from New York.
Ooh, that's weird.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's any relation.
Is he ginger? I'm gonna fuck this guy up.
No, I don't think he's ginger.
Oh.
I don't know. That's crazy. So when you get a chance, real quick, sidebar, you need to watch The Boys on.
I've seen it.
It's amazing.
I'm in the middle of season 2.
Yeah, me too. Cooper turned me on to that shit. He's like, gotta watch this shit.
It's fucking awesome.
It shows dick and tits, but you gotta overlook that. I was like, all right. I'm sold.
I mean, that's funny that he's like, you gotta overlook the tits. Like, that's fucking hilarious. Fucking Cooper.
Yeah.
So
something else I was gonna fucking tell you. Fuck, it was right there. It was good too.
So you don't think this guy should get let out, huh?
No, I think he should have stayed in. I don't think he should have been let out because 13, I feel like you are of right mind, and given the circumstances of it, a 4-year-old, you lured him into the woods, you poked a stick up this little kid's ass to make sure he was dead. Like, what the fuck?
I wonder how he got treated in prison. That's what I wonder if he was locked up like by himself so he wouldn't get fucked with, or I wonder if he got the shit beat out of him and raped every day.
I
Dude,
hope.
uh, homeboy got arrested today.
Nice.
My brother-in-law, that fucking piece of shit, they arrested him today. So, yeah,
Nice.
fuck him. Recently found out that brother-in-law is a fucking pedophile, and I called the cops on him. He didn't touch my kids. I just let's be clear on that. But yeah, so that fucking piece of shit got arrested today. I want to bring up something else, true crime recently that happened, and then I'll let you fucking rant and rave on Roe versus Wade. Um,
Thank you. Thank you for
so there's a certain audience member that knows exactly what I'm talking about. I'm not going to name drop. If they are okay with it, then they can be like, yeah, it's me. But anyway, so uh I'm trying to think of how to say this. I know someone who caught someone jerking off in public. Like, they were at work and they were leaving work, and there was a person outside of their work jerking off. And like the dude's like, what? Like, man, fucking what? Like he doesn't understand what he's doing is wrong. And apparently this scumbag was just arrested the other day too. So
Well,
I don't know.
I could say this, doing military police work, I've caught people, a male soldier in uniform jacking off in his car at a park in broad daylight.
That's so weird.
Isn't it? During
Like
lunch.
go like go you're on lunch break. Go to McDonald's, go in the bathroom, rub one out real quick, and then go get your Big Mac. You know what I mean? Like, why in the
Make sure you
park?
wash your hands.
Dude, I've never been that. Yeah, I was gonna say that. I've never been that horny to where I just bust it out in public and start fucking slamming on it, dude. Like, what the fuck is wrong with these people, dude? Like, I'm an animal, man, but goddamn, come on, dude.
Right? Like, you need help. Like, if you're doing that in
Yeah.
public in broad daylight during lunch,
So,
you need fucking help, dude.
so it's our producer Ben who this happened to. The guy was watching Ben and he was jerking off. Just kidding. But his his wife, dude, was working at the bar. They own a bar, and his wife was working, and apparently this dude was standing outside of the bar watching her for 2 hours. And she got off, she closed the bar, left, and walked outside, and this dude is fucking jerking off, standing under the exhaust hood, jerking off. Like the exhaust
Ah,
of the building, I'm guessing.
yeah.
And he got arrested for it, and he doesn't understand what he did was wrong. And like they didn't know he was watching her for 2 hours. Like he admitted to this shit. He's like, I was watching her. He's like, what's the big fucking deal? It's like, dude, that's like clearly there's some mental fucking health issues if you don't understand that what you did is fucked up. And
Yeah.
dude, like, thank God he was only jerking off. Like, what if, and thank God she caught him, because like, what if this escalated, dude? What if he starts watching her every night and jerking off, and then eventually he becomes
Makes a move.
obsessed? Yeah, and tries to fucking
Yeah.
abduct her or
Well,
rape
that
her
right
or
there,
fucking hurt her,
that right there is a sign of some sort of like psychopathic like trait.
Yeah,
Like no
absolutely.
right person sits and does that in public or
No, fuck no.
here's my thing is Pee Wee Herman paved the way for all this. At least Pee Wee was in a pornographic movie theater. So fuck, like be a Pee Wee Herman. Don't be outside of bars doing it.
Yeah, was it George Michael, the singer? He got arrested for showing his dick to a cop in a bathroom.
In a bathroom stall. Yeah,
Yeah.
something like that.
He said like the guy approached him kind of like a show me yours, I'll show you mine type thing.
That's weird.
That's super fucking weird.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, people are fucking weird.
I don't
Yeah.
get it. I'm glad he got caught, man, because
Yeah.
who knows what that could have fucking escalated to, dude. Because they're like, I don't know, like serial killers do that shit. They'll watch a woman and rub one out, I don't know. If Ben says if this turns into an everyday thing, he is gonna have to pay me. Like, you go,
Absolutely.
You're gonna masturbate to my
It's
wife,
like
you son of a bitch. You gonna come to my bar, jerk off to my old lady. You don't even come in
it's like
by a beer.
it's like it's like a OnlyFans live.
Yeah, right. Like, goddamn, dude, it is nuts. Yeah, at least have the decency to come in and fucking order a sandwich and get a beer if you're gonna jerk off to my wife, you piece of shit.
Ugh.
No, my cousin's a badass. She would probably fuck that dude up though. Like, she's a fucking bad motherfucker. She'd have whooped that dude's ass.
It's weird.
But yeah, I'm glad that it ended the way it did and it didn't escalate, because you hear about shit like that all the time. Women getting abducted coming out of work. And then you find out the whole time the guy was like obsessing over her and shit, like it's just fucking crazy.
Right. She end up in like a hole with a basket of lotion and a water
Yeah.
hose.
Yes, no shit.
Put the lotion on the skin.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird, dude.
So we
Ugh.
gotta, yeah. Something else really fucked up happened to one of Ben's friends, but we'll get into that on a different episode. When he comes on, I'll let him talk about it. Me and him went to a show. We went and saw Adam Calhoun and all of his buddies and shit. It was a really cool show. This fucking dude like fucking stuck his middle finger in my face because there was like this guardrail and there was plenty of fucking room, man. And I walked along this guardrail and I got up really close to like third row to the stage, right? Just because they were playing Pantera. And I'm like, cool, I want to watch these guys play Pantera. So I walk up. There's this dude and this girl, like clearly standing in the way. So I stopped behind them. I couldn't go any further. I'm not the kind of person to push people and move people. I saw a path. I walked this path, got to a certain point where I couldn't go any further. So I stopped. The dude in front of me turned around, put his middle finger in my face, and I nodded to him and, flipped him off too, thinking like a fuck yeah, dude, like we're at a show. You know what I mean? That's what I thought he was doing. And he's like, I'm just letting you know that's as far as you're going to get. That's my wife right there. And I'm like, I'm cool where I'm at. And nobody's touching your fucking wife, dude. I'm just standing here. Like, is this your first concert? You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? The dude was huge. He would have broke me in half. But
Yeah,
like,
but it doesn't matter, dude. Like,
I don't understand what he was being such a fucking piece of shit for. Like, I didn't even touch him or his wife. I had a, and like, dude, for like 3 days, I'm going in my head. I'm like, did I do something douchey? Like, what the
hmm.
fuck did I'm like
You know what you
thinking
should have
about
did?
it.
You should have pulled your dick out and started jacking off in front of him. I'd have done it.
Dude, I don't know what this guy's fucking problem was. If he was like just trying to be a tough guy and like, like, cause his wife looked at him and he looked at her like, what is he? Is he a fucking badass now? Because he fucking told me that I wasn't going any further. Like,
I would have went right on past him just for principle.
dude, I thought about that. Like, I should have just like scooted his wife, but I'm like, I'm not gonna get kicked out of here because
Yeah.
this fucking dude. You know what I mean? Like,
No, I
and
get it.
I was, dude, like, I paid $50 for a balcony seat. I didn't want to be in the fucking crowd, but me, my homeboy Chase, and Ben were outside smoking a cigarette. I hear Pantera come on. I'm like, fuck yeah! So I walked in, walked up to the stage, waited till they were done playing Pantera. I turn around and walk back the same fucking way I came in. But in the middle of all that, that dude did that shit. And I'm just like, what the fuck was this guy like? Man, fuck that asshole.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You should have
Uh,
pulled it out.
so I guess the fucking dude that got caught jerking off told his probation officer that he thought it would impress her, that he was rubbing one out to her. So that's fucking strange, man.
That's weird.
Yeah. I've never done that in my life.
I
That's
mean, I think I've done the helicopter a few times in front of Brittany, but I've never,
oh yeah, like fucking, I do that shit
look at
daily.
this. It's
Right.
really
Quack, quack, quack,
impressive.
quack, quack, quack.
You know what I mean? Like, it's the only thing. Like, I'm the only one laughing and smiling. She's over there like, "What's wrong with you?"
Right.
I was like, "Just look, it's breaking the wind." Woof, 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 woof,
Right.
woof.
Dick going one way, balls going the other. No, yeah, I don't know, man. I've never jerked off in public. It's fucking goofy.
Yeah,
I just
me
want to
neither.
go on record like that's gonna go on a t-shirt too.
Yeah.
Don't blame us as never masturbated in public. What the fuck is wrong with these people?
That's
So
weird.
you want to get into it, man?
I'll touch a
So
little bit on it. I mean,
what I want to say before we get into that is like clearly Audie and I have changed up our format a little bit. Like we're still in the first year of doing this podcast. We don't know what the fuck we're doing. We started out with topics and things like that, and then like we've slowly gone. This is our second week in a row completely freestyling. I kind of like the idea of talking about things that's going on in recent news, and then we give our opinion on it, try to be funny about it. But him and I came to a conclusion last night that like we're gonna stick to our guns, we're gonna stick to our motto, and that's like we're casually causing chaos through conversation, and we're here to entertain you, not hurt your feelings. And we've been told by listeners like, man, you guys really hold back on some shit when you guys talk, because there's people who have had conversations with us and heard us talk and give our real opinions. And they're like, you guys really hold back. And we did, and we're not going to do that anymore. We're going to, going
no.
forward, we're going to just start telling it how it is and how we like it. Because we've always said, I'd rather have 4 fucking people watch us that really, really like the shit than 100,000 fucking phonies. And now we got to watch what we have to say because we don't want to piss off these people. So going forward, that's what we're going to do. And him and I aren't going to agree on a lot of shit, but we're not going to fucking be little bitches and fight about it. So don't be little bitches and get upset about it. So, all right,
Yeah.
let's go. Roe versus Wade.
If you are, I'm just gonna send you a video of me jacking off. I'm gonna do it too. You're gonna get a fucking video of me just like,
Yeah, no Patreon needed for that motherfucker.
nah, for free.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna dive deep into the whole case of it, like the Roe and the Wade. We get it. You can Google that shit. It's been brought up numerous times with the whole legal
Break it down for
abortion.
me, honestly, because I don't know much about it. So
So
this was a
basically,
real case that happened, right?
oh, dude, it's been going on for fucking years, way before us. It was
Okay.
deemed like the Constitution. It has to do with Constitution, politics. I think even religion play a factor in some of it. In the comments, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but it was one of those things where it was uh, like you could. How can I break this down so I don't like go deep into it?
I thought it was a person versus a person. Like a chick was pregnant, she
So
wanted to
so the
abort the
Roe,
baby, the dad didn't want her to, or what the fuck? I
yeah,
mean,
she had like 3 kids. I mean, I can
okay,
read it verbatim for the fucking Google, but her name wasn't even Roe. It was some other name. I don't know, I don't know
okay,
the legal issues behind that, but it was more or less women having the right to abort a child.
okay.
So knee deep into it, like I said, I don't want to go down that rabbit hole with it, but I want to give you my opinion
So,
on
1973 was a landmark decision of the U.S. Supreme Court in which the court ruled that the Constitution of the United States generally protects the liberty to choose to have an abortion. That's Roe versus Wade, 1973. Okay.
yeah, so it goes all the way back. And they bring the constitutional right into it. They bring the Privacy Act. They bring all this other shit into it.
Okay.
My opinion on it, and it has changed. It's changed a little bit, because I don't want to seem like I'm one of those dudes that's like, like your body, your choice type thing. I don't care. Like if you want to go get an abortion, then that's on you. You're the one gonna live with that shit, not me. And I'm not gonna sit here and tell you what you need to do with your body because it ain't my fucking body. You don't tell me what I need to do other than these last 2 years you've been telling me to wear a fucking mask. Weird. Isn't that fucking weird? Um,
I've seen that argument before where people are like something to the effect of like, oh, fucking this my body, my choice shit. Like, well, where was that when you were trying to make me get a
right.
vaccine? You know, like
And
I've seen that
it's the
argument.
same liberal fuckheads that are uh ugh, you're protecting me when you wear a mask, but that's besides the point. You're not vaccinated. We should deport you. And it's like, I'm not gonna sit here and say, uh, as a white male, that you don't need to have an abortion. Like I get it. It's your body, it's your choice. My argument behind the whole thing is equality. So if a female has an abortion, she can legally do it and no questions asked. 9 times out of 10, the woman has one for a form of birth control. That's And that's where I have to disagree. I don't think it should be used as a form of birth control. I think it should be used as a stipulation or a situation that you've been dealt with. But
Like if the baby's not gonna live, or if it's gonna fucking
if there's
be
life and
born
death
with its
involved,
organs on the outside of its body.
right?
Like it could
If
still live,
mom,
but it's gonna be fucked up, right?
like mom will be fucking uh, paralyzed, or she'll be
Right.
dead, or she wouldn't
Or
be
she
able to
was
take care
raped
of
or
her
some shit.
child. Uh, I got into an argument about that whole rape shit on a different thing, but I'll tell you that too. But
I
my thing
saw
is,
on the cover, I think it was a cover of a Rolling Stone magazine, Justin Bieber was asked, he was a kid, dude, and he was asked about abortion. And he said something about like something to the effect of like everything happens for a reason. So like if a woman's raped or whatever, and then
oh my
it said,
god, dude.
yeah, like he was a kid, you know, but he's like, well, everything happens for a reason, you know, and so like like what's your opinion on if a woman gets raped and then she has the baby because she can't get an abortion? And then Justin Bieber was like, well, I believe everything happens for a reason or whatever. And it said, rape happens for a reason, Justin Bieber. I was like, oh, like that. They did that poor kid
That's
grimy.
awesome.
Don't ask a child shit like that. Just like the guy from the show Duck Dynasty. Don't ask him about what he thinks about two men getting married. What the fuck did you think that guy was going to say?
Right.
You know what I mean?
No,
Like
I
the
get
guy
it.
grew up in the
He's
fucking
old school.
swamps. Yeah, and he's like all about Old Testament, and it's like, what in
Yeah.
the fuck did you? They set his ass up,
Oh,
dude.
absolutely.
Because when you're on top, there's only one way to go, baby, and that's down. Just like that cook. They were like, have you ever said the N word? That bitch should have said no. Lie. No, I've never said the N word. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh,
but
you're
she's like,
talking
oh,
about Martha Stewart?
no, no, no. Some other like
Oh
country.
no, you're talking about Paul. Is it Paula Dean?
I think so. Like, she was on
Yeah.
top of the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And someone asked her, they fucking baited that bitch. Have you ever said the N word? And she answered wrongly. She's like, she said, I might have said it a couple times. Or was like, no, I've never said that shit. Why would you ask me that? How dare you?
Oh my god.
Fucking idiot. Anyway,
But what I was saying is like a woman can legally do that, not want a child. Okay, cool, whatever. You want to do that? You want to use it as a form of birth control? That's fine.
right.
But if I was to knock a female up and not want the kid and walk the fuck away, I get summons to court. I have to pay child support. My driver's license is on the line. It's like I
Yeah.
didn't want the fucking kid. I can't just go and kill it.
Then put a condom on, dummy.
Well, yeah, I could sit here and say that too. Like, yeah, I can pull out or I could put a condom on. It's like
Right.
it, the principle behind the whole
That
abortion
shit
thing
doesn't always
is
work,
no,
though,
it
you know.
is females, and where I get pissy about it is women and females or whatever having that option to do it as a form of birth control. I think there should be some vetting. I think there should be just for the sole purpose of life in general. Like if we can sit here and say there's fucking parasites on Mars and it's a form of life, but you tell these females a clump of cells is not life, then you can go fuck yourself.
I get what you're saying.
You know what I
I've
mean?
heard that argument before too.
Let's
Yeah.
okay, let's be real here. Like we're not going to use a birth control clinic as a form of birth control. That's my argument. Like let's be real. Like oh shit, well, look Darren, I got to go down to the clinic. You didn't pull out in time. Like how fucked up is that?
I personally know girls who have gone off birth control to try to trap a motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because like the dude's like, oh, she's on birth control and just skeeting all the time, and then she stopped taking it and not telling him to fucking try to trap a motherfucker. You know what I mean?
No, I get it. I've got buddies
But
that was with their girlfriends, almost married. She gets pregnant because she's in a point of her life in her career, it will damper what she's trying to do. Uh, she gets an abortion, and my buddy was like almost killed himself. He's like, I
really,
wanted this fucking kid, and I
right?
had no say so in this. She went and got an abortion. He left her, but because it was going to damper her college, it's going to damper her career path, and it was like I think the whole your body, your choice is at the time that you agree to have sex. Like, all right, you and I are going to have sex. Let's keep in mind that anything that happens after this, A, B, and C, it's going to be something we have to deal with. That's where the choice, and it brings the man in, and it's like, we're gonna agree to something. Like, we're having consensual sex. This could happen. What do
Right.
you want to do? What happens? Let's talk. I get it. You in the heat of the moment, you're not going to sit down and have a fucking resume in front of you.
Have you
Oh,
ever
okay.
seen the Dave Chappelle skit where he makes her sign a contract before he fucks
Yeah.
her? He's like, check here for anal, check here for oral. Oh, I'm
Yeah.
gonna do you too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
But that's my outlook on it, and I hope I can get across and prove some logical points on it. It's like equality is one thing. Like, it's your body, your choice. I give a fuck. If you want to make the decision and have an abortion and use it as a form of birth control, then that's on you. You have to live with that shit. But don't sit here and tell me that we should all males should get their testicles cut at birth, or
I've seen some wild shit. I
I just
know.
like,
I've
really?
seen some really wild arguments, and it's usually from like liberals, dude, who's just doing these
And
wild
you know
things.
what's
It's like,
crazy?
calm down.
It's their own people with this row shit. Like,
Right.
it's your own kind,
But
dude. Like,
here's the thing is like they didn't no, it's just up to the state. But and
yeah,
doesn't that basically mean it's up to the people because they got to
right.
vote
And
for it,
that's the
right?
thing people can't grab their heads around. It's giving
Right.
you more of a choice to vote because you go against the fucking government. It ain't no fucking say so, man.
Right. Well, look what happened last time. Like nobody voted because they're like Trump's not going to win. Then he won. Then they're like fuck, and they hated him
Yeah.
for whatever reason. And then they all went out and voted. And then like now look at us. It's like we got this piece of shit in. But it makes me wonder like I don't know, like man, I want some. This is a whole different topic, but like sometimes I wonder if that shit was rigged, like the way fucking
No, Ben
because
says it
some people,
true. I believe what Ben just comments. It's on the screen here. It is a big deal. Don't get me wrong, but the timing of it is distract everybody from everything else going on in
I think
Ukraine.
so too.
Oh,
They do that all the
absolutely.
time. The government
It's
knows what it's doing.
and you can correct me if I'm wrong on this or have your own little opinion about it. Uh, School shootings. It seems like every time something to distract us, it's like school shooting. Fuck the NRA. We need to put a ban on guns. See, this is why we got to ban guns. But for years we won't go without a school shooting. Not a fucking word is said.
It's always when there's elections up, dude.
No, I
It's
know midterms and and
yeah,
and
shit
all this
like
shit.
that.
I get
That's
it.
when all this shit happens every fucking time. But like, I think this shit happens every fucking day. There's school shootings and people getting killed every fucking day. But like, it's only on national news and shoved down our fucking throats when it's important. Like either when they want to make us fight, argue, divide us, or when they're trying to distract us. That's what
Yeah.
I think. But one thing too, I was thinking of is like a lot of the women. I get it, dude. Why they're fucking pissed. But some of them it's like, okay, well, if you're mad, I get it. Like, so just don't. So if you get pregnant, don't get an abortion. You're against
Right.
abortions, right? Cool. Be against abortion. So that means when you get pregnant, don't get one. Have the baby. But don't be mad at this lady for going and getting one because that's not how does this affect you? She's not gonna, you know what I mean? She's not
No, I
killing
get
your
it.
kid. And then like the chick that is having the baby isn't trying to fucking make you take care of it and make it live with you.
No.
It's like just fuck off. Let everybody just fucking do their own thing.
No,
You know, like
absolutely.
all I
And
want to
that's
do, I just want to grow legal weed and protect my gay neighbors with my guns. You know what I mean?
no, I get it. I get what you're
No, but
saying
like,
100%. Like, like it's your body, your choice. Like, okay,
right.
fuck it. I don't care. But don't fucking sit here and say all men need their fucking dicks cut and
Dude, like
all
there's
this
been a
other shit.
lot
I'm
of
just like,
fucking man
y'all are
bashing. Like
fucking
I've seen some
right?
girls going on Facebook like y'all sound like some man haters. Like I
Some
didn't
fucking
do this to
psychos,
you.
bro.
Yeah, like like they're not lesbians or anything. They're just mad, and I get it when people are mad, they say some fucked up shit. But like there are some women out there that I thought I knew, and I'm like, damn, you're saying some fucked up like it's just man bashing. Oh, men should have this done and do this and all these pieces of shit that don't pay child support. And I'm like, dude, like you're just putting all dick and balls in a box right now and shaking it up.
Shaking them up.
It's like
Like that
I
dude with
didn't
the
do it.
steak.
Why are you mad at me? I didn't do this.
Yeah.
Relax.
Calm the fuck down. Like,
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I don't know. I think I think in today's society, it takes that one little thing, it gets everybody stirred up. Because my mom always said, 5 years from now, none of this is gonna matter.
Oh, right. It won't.
It's not until the next motherfucker brings it up.
Yeah,
5 years from
right.
now, yeah, it's and I live by that shit, dude. Like it's true. My mom was it's fucking legit. Like 5 years from now, son, none of this is gonna fucking matter.
Right.
I don't care. Like it's your body, your choice. I don't give a fuck. Is killing a baby wrong? Absolutely, because some of these fucking states will allow to kill babies like in like second mid trimester, dude. Like there's fucking human hands. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I've seen pictures of
Like
like
what the fuck? That's where I'm like,
them getting sucked out. Like what
you're an evil motherfucker.
I've seen people standing on corners with pictures of like fetus heads, you know what I mean? And I'm like, don't do that shit. Cause now when I got my kid in the back seat and we're stopped at a fucking red light and your stupid ass is holding up a sign of this mutilated baby and my kid asks what the fuck is that, I gotta explain some shit. Don't
Yeah.
be that jerk off and stand on the
Right.
fucking corner with a
Well,
fucking
dude,
picture.
that brings me to another
Fuck that.
subject
Fuck
that
those people.
look, this brings me to another fucking thing that pisses me off with society.
All right.
I am not homophobic. I have gay friends, cousins, family, you name it. I have a gay friend,
Boyfriend.
super close. But your gay pride parades, 100%. If you want to do that, I don't give a fuck. But what I don't like is these gay pride parades with fucking people, grown men with assless chaps with their dicks hanging out, and there's fucking kids around. Like,
It's
where's the
weird.
fucking pedophile charge on this? Because
It can
I
get
wouldn't
weird.
want to walk down the fucking street and some fucking dude with a dildo dick on his fucking head and assless chaps dancing around telling me I need to be not homophobic because I'm putting my fucking hand over my kid's face. No, motherfucker, I don't want him exposed to that shit. He's fucking 8. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
they can get weird. I've seen shit like that where yeah, I know. And then like the drag queens like reading to children. It's like we get it. You like to dress like a girl and that's fine. I don't care. But like why do
Yeah.
you feel the need to read to children while you do it? Like just, you know, like just wear your dress, man. Just
Like,
go to the grocery store in your dress. I don't fucking care.
yeah,
But you
I
gotta
don't.
line up kids now and read them fucking Dr. Seuss while you're doing it. Fuck
Yeah.
you
It's
know?
weird, dude. Like some of the shit society's trying to push, and I understand it. Kids need to be aware of it, but they need to be aware of it when they're of age and they
I've 100 yeah.
understand.
I've 100% told both my kids about gay couples and transgenders and cross dressers. They know all about that shit. So that way when they see it in the store, they're not like
Ooh,
fucking shocked.
look, Dad,
That
look at
or
this
rude.
girl. And it's a
Or rude,
dude.
right? Yeah,
Yeah,
like
you
if
don't
they
want them to
see a
be
fucking
rude.
guy with a beard and eyeliner on, they're not going to be fucking rude, right? And hurt
No,
somebody's feelings,
and
totally.
that's the parent,
Because
father,
that
and
could be
us.
that last straw that makes that person go home and fucking commit
Kill him
suicide. You know what I
or
mean?
fucking shoot up the store
Hurt
because your
someone
kid
else,
pointed.
right?
Yeah, dude. Like
Right. And
I
I don't mean to
understand it.
sound that drastic, but dude, this shit happens, you
No,
know?
dude, I'm very
Like,
passionate about these fucking subjects because the simple
right,
fact that I don't like don't push shit on my kids. Let me fucking do it, and don't fucking hate me because I have a different opinion on it.
right,
Like, I have the right to be different too, just as much as you do,
right,
and let's work together. Like, oh, you're trans, that's cool. I'm with it. Don't push it on me. Don't
right.
you know? It's
100%.
cool. I don't care, and don't push it on my kids.
Are you
But
mad about the Buzz Lightyear same sex kiss? Or
I haven't even seen it.
I know me either, but like I give zero fucks about. Like
I don't.
I don't fucking care. But my dude, my friend is furious. He's fucking. He fucking made a Facebook post about the new Buzz Lightyear movie having two girls kissing it, and people ripped his ass apart. I'm like, man, you did not expect that post to go this way, I bet. But he don't care. He stood flat-footed and made his arguments. And
Yeah.
but like, I don't fucking give a fuck because I explain that shit to my kids, you know, just like I explain fucking don't let people touch you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, because if anyone were to fucking touch him, they'd be like, motherfucker, don't do that. My dad will shoot your ass. You know, like, I know about the bad touch, bitch. Like, my kids knew about those things.
Right. It's just for us to educate them on our level. I don't need society to do it.
Right. It's
If
up to
there's gay
you.
kissing in movies, then
My
so
kid's
fucking
my
what?
choice. I'm gonna fucking teach him
That's
what
a
I want.
T-shirt.
Yeah,
Don't
dude.
blame us. My kid's my
Yeah.
choice.
My kid's my choice.
My
I'll
dick,
teach
my
them what
hair.
I
I don't know.
want when I want, when I think it's
No,
okay.
I
Don't put it in their fucking movies and shit. I get it. They want to normalize it. I get it. But I don't know. Like, do you really have to put it in a fucking Disney cartoon? I don't know.
I don't
Whatever. It
know. I
don't
don't
make
know
me
either.
mad.
I
Because
don't
if we
care.
saw it, my kids probably wouldn't even have batted an eye at it,
You
dude.
ever seen the new Rocco's Modern Life?
Yeah. Yeah. I turned it off. I didn't finish it.
Ah.
I turned it
How
off.
dare you?
Dude, it's that shit that upset me. That pissed me off. Did I tell you about the time my son brought a fucking book home in kindergarten about a fucking transgender teddy bear? Did
Yeah,
I
you told me
fucking tell
about
you
that.
this shit? It
Yeah.
fucking like I asked him, I'm like, who picked out this book? He's like, I did. I'm like, why? And he's like, there's a fucking teddy bear on it, you know? Like
Yeah.
fucking this book's the shit. Read it to me. I'm like, I read it to him, you know, and I explained what this fucking bear thought. And
Right.
it's like, but dude, I don't think there's a kindergartner in the world that is confused about being a boy or a girl. I don't think that shit comes till later, dude, because they're not even like attracted to the opposite sex or same
Right.
sex at that point. So why would they be confused on what kind of sex they are?
Right.
Maybe I'm wrong. Like, I would love to talk to a transgender person and be like, when did you start feeling this way? Because, like, I want to know. I'd love to be educated on it. I
No,
don't want to be
absolutely.
ignorant and naive.
No,
I don't want
I'm the
to. I don't
same
want to
way,
sound like
dude.
an asshole.
But when you're ignorant, it's
It's
like
just weird
you
when you
don't
put it in a
know.
book, I think,
And
for a
I
kindergartner,
think
dude.
that's what we should do, man. We should bring a transgender on and let them educate us, just for the simple fact that you and I know transgender and all the binary stuff. I get it, but I can read it. I can have a friend tell me, but I want to know. I want to know what their mind, where they're at.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I accept it. I accept transgender. I accept it all. I don't care. If you want to do that, who the fuck am I to say you shouldn't do that? No, I don't fucking care. Am I going to have an opinion on some of the outlooks on certain things? Yeah, because adjectives and pronouns and that kind of stuff, like your adjective is you're a fucking beautiful genius.
I'm a sexy genius. Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't hate you for that. But it's like I hate being deemed homophobic. I hate being
Right.
unacceptable when I don't wrap my head around certain things to where I've never said that. Like it's new to me.
Right.
And to persuade me to think how you think, that's not how this works. Do I accept it? Yes. Do I want to think the way you think? No, because I'm gonna have different fucking opinions.
Right.
Like it's just I was raised this way. It's the way I'm wired. But do I want to learn? Absolutely fucking lutely.
Yeah.
I would
Definitely. I
love
don't
to
want to be
learn.
that naive asshole. You know. I don't
Am
want
I
to be
gonna
that
Google it and
person.
learn? No, I'm not.
Right. It'd be
Because
much. It'd
Google
be a
will
lot
tell me,
cooler to
yeah, I could read
hear it.
Google and be like, I could read Google and be like, fuck, I'm homophobic.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Thanks,
It's like
Google.
it's like checking your symptoms on the
Fucking
internet.
WebMD. Yeah, I
It's
got
like
cancer.
like
Oh,
I
it's
got a
just a
sore
splinter.
throat, my belly hurts, and you're like, fuck, I have AIDS. Like,
It
like
bleeds. I bleed when I shit. Fuck.
right.
I got AIDS.
So I want to ask you something about how do you feel about transgenders joining the military? I know you're fine with gays in the military, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. Like
I feel
that.
with the
Now, do they
transgender.
still do the don't ask, don't tell,
No,
or can you be
it's
blatantly
open.
gay in the army? You can
Yeah,
be gay, right?
it's open, which
Miles
I don't
was,
have a
right?
problem with that. Huh?
Miles was gay, right?
Yes.
Right. So I
Yeah.
figured that it was like they dropped the whole don't ask, don't tell thing.
Yeah, that's some early '90s shit.
That's what
I
I
think
thought. Did
it was
Clinton do
early
that? Bill Clinton did that?
'90s. I think so.
So how do you feel about transgenders joining the military?
I don't care. I th- I think I think if they can sit there and cover my ass in a firefight or save me when I'm fucking dying and no questions asked, I can do the same for them.
Right, absolutely. I get that. The only
At the
thing
end of the
that
fucking day, they're a human fucking being.
Right. The only argument I've heard from someone else who's ex-military has said that it's supposed to be a well-oiled killing machine, and that what pisses him off is that people join the army to get their transgender surgery done for free, like paid
No,
for.
yeah.
And
That
then the recovery, like the turnaround time is like 2 years or more.
yeah.
So it's like they'll sign up for the army, get the surgery, not do shit for however many
Can't
years.
deploy. I get it. Yeah,
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 you know, like they
it's
do
a
it to get their
valid
surgery for free. So like
it's
that,
valid.
fuck those people. But
I get it and I
if
see
you're
it, but
already a boy who thinks you're a girl and you're in the army, fuck yeah, come on over, you know? Like,
no,
but
I get what you're saying, and I've accepted the fact that I don't have an issue with it because some people join the army for the wrong things and like college. I want to join
right,
for college, but then at the same time you're obligated to what the army wants you to do and they're like, "Fuck, this ain't what I signed up for. This ain't what I
right,
expected." Uh I think the same thing goes for those who want to join to get the testosterone and the hormone shit. Like, hey, you want to join for the army to pay for that, like you're going to be obligated for other things and you're going to fucking hate life just as much as I do. Like
right,
you're not gonna be treated any different because the army is persuaded and trying to teach people to be open minded with certain things and accept them. Because at the end of the day, we all wear the same fucking color. We'll cover each other in a firefight. You know what I mean? It, I don't have an issue with it. I don't. I don't fucking care as long as you can fucking kill the motherfucker that's trying to kill me, and I'll do the
right.
same for you. That's all I care.
100%.
I don't fucking care.
How do you feel about being in the army under a president that you fucking hate? Like, I've always wondered that. Like, let's say, like, I don't know, were you a Bush fan or no? Bush and Cheney and shit?
Yeah, I liked Bush.
You did. Okay.
Yeah.
So like let's just like I don't know, it's hard to pretend, I suppose, but like let's say you're fucking 18 or not 18. You're old enough to know now. We'll just say now, 20s, whatever. And you're fucking overseas fighting a fucking war you don't agree with, or you fucking hate the fucking president. Like, how do you fucking
So
deal with that shit?
so the way I deal with it is uh my actions that I do and the things that I'm told to do, uh I don't see that directly coming from him in general. So there's chain of commands and stuff and we follow
Right.
it. Uh the only thing that I have that's upsetting to me is budget, is money, is schools. Sending my soldier to a school uh and I can't because the army doesn't have the money to do it. That's a thing, bro. Newsflash. That's a thing in the army.
Elaborate. What do you mean? Because you said sending my soldier. I don't understand.
if you were my soldier and you wanted to go to airborne school, I
Oh,
I would
okay.
have to go through, do the paperwork, and make sure that the unit would have enough money to send you or even the army pay for it. And during Obama's era, promotion points were so fucking high, no one was getting promoted. The army had no money. No one was going to schools. No one was progressing like they should because it was under a Democratic president. There, I said it. Trump took over, and it was like, holy fuck, we got this money. Like the economy was booming, and when the economy booms, the army fucking booms. It's the trifecta. It's the butterfly effect. If
Right.
economy's doing good, our numbers are flowing. We're getting new soldiers in. As of right now, dude, our retention is so low in the fucking army. You don't even have to have a high school diploma or GED to join,
Damn.
and you can ship this year. If you're able to ship this year, they'll
Because
accept you.
nobody's signing up.
Nobody is signing up, bro.
Are they taking like felons and shit or what?
Sign-on bonuses is like $50,000.
Have they gone as far as bringing in felons and shit or no?
I don't know, man. Probably it's gonna come to that. I hope they
Yeah,
bring
like
the fucking draft back.
you got face tattoos? Come on over.
Oh, dude, you can.
You can have face
Yeah,
tattoos
you can have
now.
hand tattoos now. It can't be no bigger than an inch.
Oh wow.
Yeah, dude.
Probably not gang related tattoos and shit, I'm
I
assuming,
don't
right?
know. You probably still could come in and be like,
You'd
"Yeah,
be
that's my family
surprised,
crest.
right? Yeah, family
That's my
crest.
family crest." I don't know, man. I like
Crazy, dude.
working being Cooper said I got bullied for red hair and freckles. I just missed that when we were talking about redheads being bullied. So
Well, how
Cooper
many
said,
4-year-olds has he lured into the woods? I'm assuming none. So
right? Fucking. But that's my outlook on it. I don't care. It's the army's better with a Republican president. The numbers show, like, it's facts.
I
Uh,
never understood what I was until you asked me. I'm like, well, how do I even know if I'm a Democrat or Republican? And you asked me like 4 questions. And then I answered them, and then you were like, "You're a Republican." I'm like, "Oh, cool! Like it's nice to belong somewhere." Like
but
now I fucking get it, you know.
like I swing to the right a lot because a lot of the things the politicians make sense. But you made a good point the last podcast we did. You said the left and right are both attached to the same fucking bird.
Yeah, it's two
You
wings on the
know,
same bird, right? Right.
yeah, and it's
They're
like,
flying the
wow,
same
it makes sense.
fucking thing,
Same
you
fucking
know.
path. One's going.
Yeah.
Uh, even Republicans can be fucking shitty too. Like, there's no. Both sides are fucking idiots.
What's
But
weird
I
is
tend
how
to
it's
lean to
switched.
the right a little bit more because some of the shit makes a lot of fucking sense and things tend to go a little easier.
Yeah.
You know.
Uh, and I don't know. Like I know people too who are like, I'm not Democrat or Republican
I'm
or any of that,
independent.
you know, or yeah, whatever. Like they just maybe I don't know. Like me, when I first started paying attention, I was just naive and I didn't understand what was what. But
Yeah.
it is weird how it seems like it switched. Um, because like in the 50s, like JFK, he was a Democrat and he was the shit. Like
Yeah.
everybody loved him, you know. But
It was a
like
different but it was different than what it is today with the
no,
Republican
yeah,
Democrat.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
it
and
was a
like
different.
my
I liked JFK.
And my dad fucking loved Clinton. And my dad was like, I want to see Hillary Clinton be the president someday. But this was in the 90s, he was saying this shit, you know?
Right.
And like now he'd probably be like, fuck that bitch. You know, like it's different because my dad always said that like Democrats were for the unions and the working man and this and that. And like, oh, Republicans, they're the fucking rich guys. Like, fuck them guys. They want to raise taxes and they're, but it's like now it's weird how it's fucking flip flopped, you know?
Right. Yeah,
And
it's
like,
all
when did this happen? Like, what the fuck? Like, it was just like
you know what I
overnight.
tell you when these started getting these right here started getting popular.
The
When you
phones.
had the internet at the palm of your hand is when a lot of things
Yeah.
changed.
Yeah. Clinton, Ben said that people love Clinton too. Like, yeah, I'm pretty like it seemed like everyone loved him too. He got us like $3
The
trillion out
economy.
of the hole.
Yeah, he got the
$3
economy
trillion
up.
out of the hole. And then when Cheney, I call it Cheney's presidency. I don't think it was Bush's. I think Cheney was running the show. But yeah, when they fucking took over, like didn't we go 3 trillion in the hole? So like $6 trillion just fucking gone. But what's
Yeah.
funny too is like I'm naive, man. This is why I don't like to talk about politics because I don't know enough about it to have like
Mhm.
a really solid conversation with somebody. But I've just noticed people's behavior and the people who are on this side or that side and the way they talk and the way that they act. And I've seen, when Trump was president, everybody would just fucking hate him, hate him, hate him. And it's all
It
his fault. And then, but now that Biden's over, and fucking unemployment's fucking sky high, gas is sky high, we're fucking all this bullshit, whatever. Everyone's like, it's not the president's fault. The president doesn't control gas prices, and the president doesn't
policies.
control the economy, and this and
He
that.
he
And it's
controls
like, well,
policies.
just a couple fucking years ago, you were talking shit about my guy, how it was all his fault.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but now,
Well, it's a
none of that
pissing
shit's.
fucking game.
It's just stupid.
So Corey said that with military recruitment being open and taking non GED or diploma folks, so it's 50, Corey. They lowered it. It's 50. It's no GED, no high school, 50 on the ASVAB, and you have to ship this year. Like, you can't
What do you
do the
mean
delayed
shit?
entry. So you can't do the delayed entry and be like, I'm going to ship out January of 2023. That's a thing. I
What do you
was in the
mean
delayed
ship?
entry.
Like go overseas?
No, ship to basic training.
Okay, that's what I
Yeah.
thought you meant.
So yeah, the ASVAB I believe is 50. That's pretty low. But yeah, that's where we're at, man. Like,
I always thought it was silly how, and like, dude, I even hate using the word like Trump supporter. Like it's just a stupid term to me. I think it's dumb. But like those people piss me off too. Like the Let's Go Brandon thing is the most ridiculous redneck shit I've ever heard in my fucking life. Just say fuck Joe Biden. You know, the Let's Go Brandon thing. Like I was on the smoke deck at work and it was this black dude and like he was like super pro Trump and he loved Trump. And I was listening to him, man, and he was saying some really cool things. And then he said some shit about Let's Go Brandon. I stood up and walked away. I'm like, fuck this guy. like, don't be so stupid. Like, you
Yeah,
make me look ignorant and dumb. You know what I mean? When you say things like that. And I
no,
just
I
hate
get
that.
it.
I just, and you know what? Another thing, too, is like nobody knows what I do or who I support or whatever because I don't ever talk about it. But now that we're doing the podcast, I'm like, fuck it, dude. I'm just going to do it. But what's fucking funny is all these people are like, this is how they are. Like, oh man, you're such a great dad, dude. I see you with your kids all the time. You're an amazing person. You're fucking talented. You're awesome. But then, like, I see these people on Facebook, and then they're like, oh, if you vote for Trump, you're a piece of shit. Fuck
Oh yeah,
you. You don't deserve to
yeah.
fucking have a nice Christmas and shit. But it's like, so like all that shit goes out the window if I voted for that guy, like me being a good dad and a nice person and
Oh
you
yeah.
coming into my house and drinking my beer and eating my food and coming to
Are you
my cookouts and kids' birthday parties, all that shit's out the window now. Like
are,
that's
are
why I
you
don't
are
even
you
fucking
ready?
tell people
Are you
shit.
ready? Why it's out the window? You ready?
Yeah.
These right here.
No, I know.
You
Now
can
because
hide behind that,
everyone's
talk shit about you all day, and
no,
not
I
have to worry
get
about
it.
getting throat punched. Uh, yeah, that's the way it is, man. It's the way
It's
it's
just
always gonna
crazy.
be.
It's just weird now. Yeah.
You can't have an opinion, and when you do, you're a fucking piece of shit. Like, I've lost
I
so
just
many of
like
what I thought friends over my outlook and shit. Like, I
right.
have some true like left winged friends that are hanging in there, and we can disagree. Like, I know this guy named Tom. Some of his posts, I just want to like fucking go off because it his opinion, and I'm like, I have different outlooks on it, but and I'll comment every once in a while, and we leave it at that. And then it's funny because he's like, "Yo, check out this fucking Robert England glove I got signed." I was like, "Dude, that's fucking awesome." And then he makes a post about fucking men and their goddamn white choices and shit. I was like, "God damn it," you know what I mean?
Like
It's like, "Fuck,
you
Tom,"
had me and then you lost
and
me.
then you lost me, and I'm like, "Fuck." But I ain't deleting him. Like, if you can fucking truck through my bullshit and I can truck through yours, we're gonna be all right.
Yeah. The
So
unfollow button is where it's at. You can just unfollow somebody. You can be
yeah.
friends and you never see their posts. They never come up
Well, I
in your
got a
feed and they're
notification,
none the
like,
wiser.
if you unfriend me, it's gonna tell me. I
Oh,
love it.
really?
Yeah, dude, it's
Oh,
fucking
that's
great.
cool. I didn't even
'Cause
know
I'll
that.
make and here's my secret, I'll make posts on Facebook sometimes just to see who I see unfollow me.
Really?
Yeah, it's fun.
That's funny.
Ugh, it's whatever. I'm petty like that. I like to have a good time. I like to party.
Right.
Yeah. That's why when I'm drinking or, with you, around you, and we had a pretty good little shindig last weekend, I try to stay off this. I'll be done slipped up and made a post, be like, I'm fucking, fuck you liberals, I'm helicoptering right now. Come get, something
Oh,
stupid
yeah.
like that. It'd make no sense, but whatever.
No, I get it. Yeah, I got to stay off of Facebook when I'm drunk too because I don't like I'll like might post some angry stuff or maybe some sad stuff, and it's like don't do that, you fucking dork.
Yeah.
Nobody cares anyway. You know what I mean? Like fuck off. I don't know. We're at an hour and a half, man. I kind of want to save some of the political stuff for in the future. We can't burn it all up in one episode because we're
Yeah.
just now starting to cross this bridge.
No, absolutely. I don't,
So
dude, politics is forever, man.
yeah, and we're still gonna have topics. Don't get me wrong with what I said about a half hour ago or 45 minutes ago or whatever about we're
Still
not
gonna have
going.
guests,
Yeah,
topics.
absolutely. As a matter of fact, on the 8th we have Chevy. She is the makeup artist for my favorite band, Ice Nine Kills. She tours with them. She's the one who dresses up in costumes as characters from horror movies and comes out on stage. She dresses up like Reagan from The Exorcist and bends over backwards. And she dresses up like Georgie from It. She dresses up like Jason's mom. It's fucking awesome. She's super talented. Look her up on Instagram, Chevy Marie. And
That's
we're
pretty
just going to
cool.
sit and talk with her for an hour about, her makeup skills and shit like that, dude.
Yeah, that sounds good.
And then other than that, we got a couple other guests that we were thinking about. Your buddy's going to come on, right? High on the
Yeah,
Hog
Kevin
director.
Yeah, Kevin, Lockhart, Ben, Lawrence, they're gonna come on, talk about one of my favorite movies, High on a Hog. He's also working on another project he wants to get on and talk about. Kevin's like a really, really good friend of mine. Actually, now that we're talking, he texted me today and I didn't text him back. Damn it.
Well, you're an asshole for that.
Yeah. I think he
So
wanted
yeah,
to
we're
try to
gonna
get to
we're
the
gonna
end of
get him on.
July.
So next Friday, Chevy, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna like get a picture of her off Instagram and I'm gonna send it to you and then just make the flyer real quick. That way we can start pushing it.
Yeah, just do
She's
what you
probably
gotta
like,
do.
what the fuck, man? Send me the
You
fucking
fucking
flyer.
assholes. I'm
Right?
talented. You
Unprofessional
two pieces of shits.
Exactly.
How dare you?
Right. So yeah, please donate us all your money to the Patreon, or at least $5 a month. I'm okay with $5 a month. That's fine. We got t-shirts for sale. Thank you all who contribute to the Patreon and have bought merch. Also, please feel free to hit us up and tell us topics that you want us to touch, man.
Yeah,
Because
absolutely. Or hit us up and tell us how much you hate this episode. Like, I will take feedback. I'm not gonna
the
fucking be
first
like, "You
half
fucking
hour
piece of
was
shit."
awful.
So,
But yeah, just don't be afraid to tell us to fuck off or tell us to keep up the good work and give us ideas on topics. I would love to do that. So
yeah.
let's get the fuck out of here, I guess, man.
Yep. Oh, check when I click off this, everybody that's watching, check out this cool meme that I put up on here.
Yeah, we're gonna put
It's
this
gonna
on
be
a t-shirt.
Absolutely. All right, man. I'll holler at you later, dude.
All right, brother. Later.
Yeah. Computer's acting up. What's this computer doing? It's a pretty bomb ass meme. See ya.
Thank you for tuning in to our little Passion Project podcast. Remember, we go live every single Friday night, same damn time, same damn channel. So if you miss it, don't blame us.